TheDon Sports. It's in the game. Niggas need something.
Slick. Juwan next to Don.
Except my STEEZ. You know what's going on, he's like.
So we bring y'all what, round 16?
Yeah, bro.
Golly gee willikers.
We do this shit every week and still be shocked. Still be shocked.
Yeah, but shit, show we in round 16. Every week, got any major takeaways, bro?
I suck at these, bro. I know they're coming and I suck at these every time. My major takeaway is, and this could be the same takeaway for recent weeks, but the 8 is not set. People seem to think the 8 was so set a couple weeks ago, and I kind of was on the train believing the same thing because it was so strong. But every week gets more interesting, man. This finals chase for the 8 spot, 7 spot, 6 spot, it's looking pretty good, man. So I'm looking forward to that and going forward.
Actually, that was my main takeaway too.
Oh, for real? So I'm getting better, bro. I'm getting better. Let's go.
Yeah, the 8 definitely is not solidified, bro. From like the 7th spot to the 14th spot, it could go either way.
Damn, all the way to 14.
Yeah, I think that's 32 points down to like 20, 24, 20. I think it's 24. Might be 28, but all those teams.
It's gotta be 24 because we got 24.
All right, but facts, it gotta be there. But all those teams definitely have a chance. Good teams are falling out. Richmond are ninth men, as niggas been calling them.
Boys, killing them boys.
You know, West Coast, we had a horrible week this week, so goddamn. Shit, might as well go ahead and get into these games, bro. First game, we got Gold Coast versus Richmond. Ninth men.
Facts.
What you got, bro?
It was a pretty entertaining game. I just think so. Pretty much, it was very surprising by Gold Coast. I'll say that. I didn't think that they would put up the fight, even with Richmond's recent struggles. I just kind of was like, all right, Richmond should win this game. It's a shoe-in. But guess what? I'm fucking surprised, and much to my happiness, because Richmond is, Carlton's pushing for the 8. I'm happy that they did lose. What's bro name? Let's call this boy Stringer. What's his name? Tom. What the fuck is his name? Tim? What the fuck? Bro, I'm drawing a blank. The forward that came back.
Matt Rao?
No. For Richmond, the forward. What the fuck is his name, bro?
Tom Lynch?
Tom Lynch. What the fuck is wrong with me, dog? Hawkins, Tom? Yeah, Tom Lynch came back. He turned up. He did pretty good. But Richmond didn't give themselves enough chances of scoring opportunities, bro. And Gold Coast was really looking like they were running them, and it was crazy, like how aggressive they actually were playing on Richmond. And it looks like Richmond's getting everybody's best punch, and while they're down, people beating their ass. They're beating them up while they're down. So
yeah, Gold Coast, I wouldn't say they look like a top team. It's more so Richmond's looking like they don't belong in the 8. Gold Coast, they had a lot more opportunities, a lot more chances to score than the score actually shows. The 77-67, but look, 17 behinds, bro.
17.
Plenty of opportunities to really put Richmond out of the game completely, but they didn't. Richmond really held on to the end of the game. It's just Gold Coast was more aggressive. They played with more effort. They wanted it more. They just didn't have the talent to finish it all the time. And Richmond, they were just playing lazy. I don't know what's going on with them, if they're trying to pace themselves to the end of the season, but hey,
end of the season gonna be real quick.
A lot of these bottom teams not in the 8 right now are trying hard. So if Richmond keep on sleeping on these shitty teams, they gonna be sleeping during the finals while them niggas playing. Okay,
yeah, for real. And they did it without the mark target Corbett. He was playing real good last recent weeks, and I think he got hurt, so he wasn't playing.
The coaches really turned up for him.
The coaches did, and they had Bolton, they had Dusty, they had these players, bro. I mean, you have key players that are missing, and they try to chop it up. Every time I hear Richmond, I hear injuries. I'm not trying to hear any of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, bro.
Oh shit, yeah, that's that.
That's that. I think Ben King did turn up too.
Facts. Next game, we got Geelong versus Essendon.
You can go first on this one.
All right, so Essendon actually came out hot. I like what I saw from Essendon the first half of the game, but then they kind of, after halftime, they kind of just came back, I guess they were comfortable when really they should have never been comfortable this game. But Geelong just came in and really started taking off on them, whooping their ass. At Essendon, they really had a few bad mistakes on their part. I think 2 spoils they had hit right to Essendon's. No, actually, it was the other way around. Because somebody spoiled the ball to Tip, and he scored off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the other one. It was a lot of crazy shit going on that shit could have been avoided, just mistakes in the game, really from both parts. But Geelong really came out on top. Jeremy Cameron, boy, my boy a problem, bro. I think he's become one of my favorite players on Geelong. Yeah, didn't like him at first. The first game he came back was the game against West Coast when they beat our ass by 90-something points. Yeah. Reminiscing.
Oh my God.
But, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, speaking of Jeremy Cameron, he went into the game with a tight hamstring and left with a hamstring injury. So it's questionable to see on Geelong's part why did they make that move, considering he already has history of hamstrings. And I think when we were so eager for him to come back, well, I'll speak for myself, I was eager. But I think the injury he had was a hamstring.
I'm pretty sure it was too. Yeah.
So it's like, what are y'all doing, bro? Like, y'all looking real good right now. This home ground advantage is very obvious with Geelong. So I wouldn't be pressing my luck, especially with considering I have an older team. Dangerfield's gotten form recent weeks. I wouldn't be flirting with too much danger, man. Pun not intended, but I'll take that credit. Yeah, Essendon looked, they were struggling a little bit. Stringer had his moments, but I would say, I don't want to say it because it's not true, but I wanted to say Essendon go as far as Stringer will take them, but no. Stringer really, to me, is like an added bonus. And when you get that bonus, you're very happy for it. They'll go as far as the midfield takes them. Parrish had good moments. And he had a nice little goal from the pocket or something on the right side. He had a nice little shit. So it was a decent game, but Geelong just looked way more experienced in this game. And I don't think Geelong really has a great ruck, so I'm wondering, do you have to smash them in a ruck to beat them? But
do they have a ruck? Right? Or is it Radical Lear still playing a ruck?
He's not that good to me, though. He's okay.
He's not a good ruck at all. He's a good forward.
Yeah. And then you have like the Reece Stanley, and I don't know if he's even playing. But yeah, I kind of thought it was going to be a little closer than this, but Geelong is just strengthening their chances in the top 4, so strengthen their position for finals.
Gosh. Man, shit. That's a good win for y'all, huh? That's in knocked down a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good win for us, but them beating, who did they beat the other week? They beat somebody, and I didn't think, but they didn't beat Melbourne, did they? That wasn't them.
Nah, I don't think so.
Essendon had a nice win, but yeah, we'll take that. Anything that helps Carlton, we'll take that.
All right. Next game, we have Melbourne versus GWS.
Yeah, this is something that didn't go in our favor, actually, because GWS is right there and right on the 8th spot. I believe that's from the 8 right now.
Yeah, they took the 8th spot from Richmond winning this game.
Yeah, and that little draw gave them a little 2 points above them. So Melbourne looked disappointing. I think Jake Lever had a decent amount of time, a decent amount of game, plays this game, excuse me. But GWS just played harder, bro. GWS just, they're going to outplay you. And Melbourne is a team that has a structurally sound team where they have structure at each position each section of the field, in my opinion. And they have players that play the role and know how to play the role, as we've seen earlier in the season. But GWS disrupted them, and they just couldn't hang on to it. A lot of the players, like Kazi Pickett, he played with a little pressure, but he didn't have like the impact that he does around the stoppages that he usually does. And Petrarca was decent, but he's not looking like the Brownlow candidate in this game. You know what I'm saying? So GWS looks good, bro. I say this every week. It's like, I don't know where they stand. They're taking out the good teams. They're tying the worst teams. So it's like, good win. Melbourne got to turn up their scoring, though, because you can't be putting out performances like this if you want to be going somewhere in the finals, especially when you're at the top or have been at the top.
That's some funny as shit. Somebody said that in the comments.
I know it.
But for me, bro, GWS, let me take that back. Toby Green.
Yeah.
Toby Green is probably the best skipper, best captain that I see personally, like when he's playing, when he takes over a game, he really gets the rest of his team involved. You can tell how good GWS is going to play as a team depending on how good Toby Green is playing that game. If he's involved, the rest of the team is getting involved. They probably don't win that game. So, shout out to Toby Green for being the first year captain and really showing out as a captain. Other than that, GWS just had more pressure. Their ball movement was good, and Melbourne is a real defensive team, so GWS just put pressure on their defense. They kind of folded. Even though it was a close game, it was a well-fought game all the way to the end, but GWS really just had that edge. Mummy was playing. He put in some work. Like, GWS is a team. They my second team, but they really might take West Coast spot in the 8 depending on the rest of the season, boy. I don't know how I feel about that, but man, shout out to them boys. Melbourne, I don't know if y'all are going to take, y'all might be in that top spot, but I don't know if y'all a premiership team.
To the way it's looking, they might not even be at the top of the season at the end of the season's end.
I don't think so either, bro. The teams they losing to, the first 2 teams, what, Collingwood or, was it Essendon?
I think they did lose that.
It might have been Essendon. But, you losing to teams that are not even in the 8.
Giving teams their spot in 8.
Right, so I don't know, Melvin. Y'all had a good season, but the after season isn't looking too promising.
Hell no.
All right, next game we got Adelaide versus Brisbane.
Hold on, real quick on that last game. Didn't somebody knee get fucked up pretty bad? GWS player knee got fucked up or something? I think somebody knee got fucked up. That shit just.
I can't remember.
Buckley, Jack Buckley.
Oh,
that boy shit got fucked up.
Didn't that?
Boy, the Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah, couldn't go without mentioning that. So next game we got Adelaide at home versus Brisbane Lions. Wasn't expecting too much of a contest, and it did actually turn out how I thought it would. Maybe not so bad because Adelaide has been better than they gave us a challenge, so I was some type of up on them. Tex Walker got hurt this game. That is not what Adelaide wants at all for the season, for the Coleman race, really for anything. I know Tex was a surprise this year to really be a great player and to turn up the way he is. But yeah, it's just gonna hurt your team a lot. A lot of teams, I feel like, build off Tex. Tex sets the tone in the beginning of the game sometimes, and that's when Adelaide can get going. But nah, that didn't happen this game. Brisbane's midfield was just too strong, and even Brisbane, like McCluggage and all these players, they weren't even playing their best. They didn't have their best moments at all. Fourth quarter really Brisbane really put the fucking smoke on them boys. The game, Adelaide, without their leader, it wasn't gonna happen, to be honest. And I think they knew that, and Brisbane just kept a steady pace the whole game for the most part. That's what happened.
And that's usually what Brisbane does. They gonna stay consistent the whole game. Adelaide was straight the first quarter, and they kind of started going downhill throughout the rest of the game, especially after Tex got hurt. They just don't have a solid enough team to stand up without Tex, in my opinion. But hey, they're still young. They got some years to go. Brisbane, on the other hand, I mean, I don't got nothing bad to say about y'all. Y'all did y'all shit. This is a good performance. All y'all players got involved. Y'all share the ball on offense more than most teams.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, y'all, out of Melbourne and Brisbane in the Premiership, Brisbane's winning that.
Yeah. Melbourne has better defense, but Brisbane is just, I feel like, has better forwards are more consistent, bro. Like Charlie Cameron turned the fuck up this game.
Charlie did, Joe did.
Joe did too. Hipwood even played?
I don't remember Hipwood.
I don't remember Hipwood at all. Yeah. Phil Thorpe really had to put the team on his back as the forward. Couldn't really happen. It's a lot to ask of a young man.
Yeah.
But not quite.
Played like 10 games in his career.
Right.
But yeah, this was just a classic ass whoop. The team just outclassed. what it was, bro.
Pretty much, for real.
Oh, shit. All right, next game we got Freo versus Carlton.
Carlton!
Yeah. Man, this might have been the game of the round. This was up there for sure. This was a close game. Y'all boys playing them for the second time this year. Got the dub again. And once again, this is a very good performance by Carlton. They was moving the ball well. Wiederin turned up. Wiederin definitely showed out this game. Eddie Betts, boy, y'all need him for them 2-3 plays a game.
Oh God, oh God, I'll be asking for the name. Eddie, where you at? Where Eddie at?
And then that boy Walsh at the end of the game with, man, that just the effort he put in to keep the ball inbounds and then get back after it, get back into play just to score the goal. Just good performance by Carlton, but let you take it over, bro.
Yeah, I'm semi-satisfied with this performance because Freo looked, at points during this game, Freo looked pretty scary, man. This game's different. This is the second time we played on this season. First time we played without Fife. Well, they played without Fife. And we were at home. And this was a home game this is a home game for Freo at MCG. So it was kind of weird. A lot happened this game. Liam Jones, he has his 2 or 3 bonehead. So Eddie Betts, every 5 play he has, Jones is gonna match a dumbass play, bro. He always like from full back, he'll kick out, bro, and it'll be straight to the fucking their forwards, bro. Yeah. And they do that a lot. Paddy Dow had another good game coming up this week. I was pretty proud with his performance and Matt Kennedy's performance as 2 midfielders I didn't really expect. I didn't know anything from in the beginning of the season, and they gave us a nice boost. I would have liked for it to carry into the second half, but I'll take anything at this point that I'm not used to seeing from Carlton, especially in the midfield. Cripps got hurt this game. He like kicked the fuck out of somebody's foot. There was no structural damage shown, but he did end up kicking like the rest of the game with his off foot, which was kind of scary. It was good to see he was still playing though. Like you said, Weeder had a good game. We played without Zach Williams, who was suspended. Side had a decent game, but I was encouraged by this performance. We still have our defensive lapses. That's what we're not changing. We're still having Freo come back down and score the goals, bro. And so even with the win, I still feel some type of way about that. But I do feel happy and proud to be able to sport the gear again this week. I'll take a win any week that we can get it, any manner we can get it. But yeah, Freo, this is a team that I'm confident we can whoop their ass because we played them twice. First team as a Carlton fan that we played twice and whooped their ass twice. I think we whooped Freo's ass twice last year. So, yeah, I don't think Longmire or I don't think they have a win against us. David T's undefeated against fucking Freo, bro. So,
facts.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think we fought again. I forgot who we fought. Somebody got their ass whooped. We won. Shout out to Always too. I gotta say something about Always every weekend. All right. Yeah, that's it, bro.
All right. Next game we got Hawthorn versus Port.
Unentertaining game. That's what disappointing.
Yeah.
I kind of root for Hawthorn a little bit. I do. I like a couple of their players, but they suck sometimes. When they suck. When they're good, they're good.
I agree. I'll be catching myself rooting for them because a few of our Patreons are Hawthorn fans.
I don't be rooting for that.
I'll be wanting them to win just so we can celebrate, but niggas don't ever win.
No, they can talk shit. Wasn't somebody talking shit about fucking Carlton?
Listen, I can't remember. But yeah, Port as usual. I think they really got a big lead in the first half and just kind of chilled out, and Hawks made a little comeback. The gap definitely should have been bigger than this, but if you really whooping somebody's ass, you might as well catch a little breather in the fourth. But other than that, man, yeah, Hawks, y'all just get ready for next season. Y'all might as well take. Y'all don't got no. Hawks, just chill for a little bit.
Ha!
feel that.
So evidently during this week, Hawthorn was more focused on the Clarko succession plan than they were the actual game plan, because Hawthorn seemed to find a successor to Alistair Clarkson. Yeah, and so that's, I guess, evidently they're focused on that because they got the ass whooped by 34. Like you said, it could have been worse. Bruce had a couple nice plays, but that's kind of what I just expect from Hawthorn. A couple CJ runs, maybe a couple Will Day plays, and pretty much maybe a couple Wingard plays.
You want to be expecting that for Frost, Sam Frost?
Not really, to be honest.
He does.
He's more consistent.
Yeah.
He's not one of the players I necessarily like, I guess you could say, so I don't really look for him too much. And Port, more complete team. We got to say this every week. Port looked like a complete team. Just, you don't know who hurt you. You don't know who's going to hurt you this week. You really don't.
Port is a weird team because as much as they win, I don't feel like they're premiership contenders.
We'll talk about that in the second Carlton game, bro.
It's just they don't play good enough against other good teams.
That's true.
And that's really all I'm waiting for. Once they whoop another team in the 8's ass, another team in the top 4, then I can start to give them some credit. But the season's almost over. All the L's have been against top teams, and those are the teams you're going to be playing in the finals. So until I see y'all beat one of them, your finals run is kind of questionable to me. Even if you are with a top 4 team, I think y'all are in the 4th. Y'all might be in the 5th spot right now. Y'all are 4 or 5 right now, but questionable. Y'all better hope y'all give them the 4 for that home court advantage, because y'all might need that.
Yeah, in a whole different state too. And Adelaide's not going to be there. Yeah, they need that.
Yeah. Next game, we have Sydney versus West Coast. West Coast Eagles all day, every day. Gotta say that every time, just so you go ahead, bro.
All right. This nigga turned around. I'm gonna do that next week. Sydney and West Coast at SCG. No, this was at GMHBA, right?
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
All right, so this is tough because I'm starting to realize West Coast for sure. I know West Coast doesn't like it on the road, but they specifically don't like it at GMHBA. Considering the spread of this game and the spread of the Geelong game earlier in the season, I don't know if it's a condensed field or if it's the style that doesn't match up with West Coast, but they don't. I'm starting to think that they don't like GMHBA at all. Sydney just looked comfortable a lot of the time. I liked West Coast pressure early in the game at least, but it just fell off. Like it just drastically, continually fell off each quarter for sure. And it really was an effort thing mostly, but there were other things to it. Sydney, sometimes they just looked like they were really playing with West Coast, not just to keep it 100. Like they were just tapping the ball like this, and it led to fast breaks and all this type of stuff that you usually don't see from West Coast at all. And you don't see you see West Coast get rattled sometimes, but just to see it 3 goals and 92-point spread, that's just something I wouldn't see. I'm not used to seeing from a team that's one of the older teams in the league and one of the more experienced teams in the league, and they have a grand final under the belt. So it was definitely a big surprise. Because Sydney's one of the up and down teams too. You don't know what they're really getting. You might get some tough plays sometimes, but not all the time. So this was definitely a big surprise.
Bro, I could not believe this fucking game, bro. I've never been more flabbergasted while watching an AFL game than watching this shit right here, bro. Like, are we competing with Richmond to see who can be the most ass team this year, bro? Like, shit on 3 goals, bro. We play. It's just an 80-minute game, bro. How do you get 3 goals in 80 minutes? And then the weather, bro. Once again, struck by bad weather. And the bad weather quarter was the first quarter was bad. We played the best in the first quarter, bro. And we still get, like, bro, like, I don't even understand. Like, we were tied with them. We were tied with Sydney on the ladder going into this game.
Pivotal game.
I don't even understand, bro. Like, we came in this game and was like, fuck it. Like, I don't know if it was the plane ride with Freo, and maybe them niggas got in our head, bro. But it's like, how the fuck do you come in this shit and get beat by 90-something points, bro? We supposed to be a top team. We supposed to be at 18 for sure, bro. Has anybody else even got beat by 90 points, bro? I don't.
Yeah. Snorri got smacked by like 124 by the Dogs.
Any other any other team in the 8 got beat by 90-some points. Nah, I can't say that, bro. Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, and I don't know what it is. The weather, the goddamn field, the not being at home. Doesn't matter if we at home because we got our ass beat last week at home by West Coast. Is it because we don't have fans, bro? It's like there's so many factors. Like, we gotta have perfect conditions just to win a game. We can't be getting beat by a team that's tied with us on the ladder. We can't get beat like this, bro.
Less experienced team too. For the most part, outside of Buddy.
I don't even know what to say, bro. This shit is ass.
I think Tim Kelly needs to bring y'all up this season, man. Tim Kelly needs to turn up a little bit more.
Everybody does it. None of our old players got involved like that. That's the thing. Nick Nat got canceled out by Tom Hickey and shit.
Y'all got to fighting.
Yeah, we throw hands, but once they took away that Nick Nat advantage, hitting it to advantage, bro, I think we had like one play that was like how we usually play a fast break from our 50 to their 50, just moving the ball cleanly. If you're a West Coast fan, you know, bro, that's how we usually move the ball down the field fast, accurate, and score, bro. We had none of that shit. We got in our 50 and stayed there for like quarters, multiple quarters. Shit was crazy.
I'm not expecting to see that again this season, though. Not from y'all.
Shit, it was already too many, bro. Already too many. All right. Next game we got Collingwood versus the Saints.
You wanna go first?
All right, bro. The Saints came out hot. They took the lead. They really was whooping Collingwood ass. I think coming into the fourth quarter, Collingwood still had like 13 points. All right. It might not have been 13. It was pretty low. They had 13 points for a long ass time, though. And Saints just let go. Like, they just dropped. What am I trying to say? They just stopped playing in the fourth. Collingwood almost made a comeback. Really, if they had a little bit more time, Collingwood probably would have won this game. But Saints just got out early and was able to maintain that lead.
Yeah, Saints came with a lot of pressure. That's one thing the Saints do have is good pressure. And I think there was like 2 times they cracked a Collingwood player pretty hard. They tackled their ass. Remember, you seen number 13 coming off half back, get smacked up with the shoulder, bro?
Okay.
That boy got fucked up. But, yeah, like you said, Collingwood came out flat. They had 1 goal, I think, for a while. And it was a Jamie Elliott goal. It was a nice ball movement on that sequence in particular, but they struggled a lot of the game. And like you said, I think St Kilda finished the whole game with 10 goals. They finished the third quarter with 10 goals too, so they only had like 2 behinds in the fourth quarter, while the whole time is Collingwood just chipping and trying to come back. And they were within 1 goal and like maybe a couple behinds too, but it was just the effort was too late. You should have came with this push like maybe 10 minutes earlier, man. Really the whole game you should have came like this, but Collingwood, you're at the bottom when you're doing inconsistent like that, inconsistent efforts. And this is a tale of 2 inconsistent teams, actually, and they're both outside the 8. So, yeah, I guess it was just, I think the pressure was probably the biggest difference in this game, though, as to why Collingwood couldn't get really anything early, to be honest. And, you know, they have some veteran players, too, that are supposed to be able to deal with pressure, especially if you're outside the 8. So.
Yeah, I think what the Collywobbles is, if they don't score early, like the first 3 minutes, like come off the gate scoring, then they're probably gonna lose that game. And that's what happened. Now, all they needed was like 1 or 2 goals early that they usually get. That would have changed the whole outcome of this game. But the Collywobbles are called the Collywobbles for a reason.
All right. They can use Darcy Moore, man.
Yeah. They've been using Mason Cox ever since he came back.
Oh my God, Mason Cox been doing a little something.
I don't know why they took their boy out. Right?
I don't know. That shit funny as fuck though.
Alright. Shit, the last game of this round, we got Western Bulldogs versus North. And this was another ass whoop. Not as bad as shit most North games ass whoops are, but this was definitely an ass whoop nonetheless. North actually are continuing their trend of playing better and better each game. But come on, bro, it's the Bulldogs. They really ain't have no chance.
Yeah. I don't think they had a chance either. I don't think it was too bad a game for North though. I think the spread should have definitely been bigger. I don't know if it's more of a case of Western Bulldogs not playing to their standard of footy, but they did give up 79 points to North, which I wouldn't really expect considering they did whoop their ass 124 points. The first game,
I forgot this was a rematch.
Yeah, this was a rematch, so I applaud North a little bit for being able to come back, because I would imagine that's mentally debilitating. Like if you ask, like, well, we got to go against these motherfuckers. They fucking up even good teams.
And the Dogs was at home this time.
So yeah, North Lake Zerhar is a whole different Zerhar that Western Bulldogs got to see.
That one-handed goddamn mark, that shit was fun.
Yeah, and Cunnington did his thing like he always does. He's one of the bigger leaders on the team for sure. And North, I didn't think you would win this game, but I definitely thought the spread would be more. So
yeah,
a moral victory for North Melbourne.
For sure. Yeah, the Dogs did their shit. I don't know what else to say about them boys.
No, I did have one thing I forgot to mention. The Melbourne GWS game. Buddy, that boy Jaden Hunt fumbled that game. Remember when he ran down inside the 50 like twice and got holding the ball twice,
yes, bro?
He fumbled that whole game, bro. He fucked that shit up. He was gone. He had a couple opportunities.
I was thinking about some other shit. I was thinking about when Eddie Betts had that chase down tackle on, I can't remember who he had it on, but y'all had almost scored and then the ball had went out of bounds and Freo was about to take it the other way. Goddamn. Let's talk about this ladder real quick, bruh. So right now,
You got your shit. You know what happened at the last game? Because you don't get that spoiled. This.
I know who won. I didn't end up seeing who won. Then we is a fuck it. Ladder currently right now. Melbourne's on top. Then we got the Bulldogs, Brisbane, Geelong, Port, Sydney, West Coast, and GWS. You think everybody's staying there? Think somebody moving up, moving down?
I think the magical question is, does Port play any more teams in the top 8?
I feel like Port has had an easy season, so they shit might be tough, bro. They might get knocked out. And imagine they gotta play all 4 of these niggas. How many games we got left?
So 16 games have been played after this week. So then it will be.
Oh, this is around 7. Oh, yeah, facts.
It'll be
So we're going into 17.
Right.
So yes.
So there's probably 22 games in 23 weeks because there's a bye week.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more games. So we got 6 more games. If Port has to play the top 4 teams, they might get kicked out, bro.
Yeah, well, they just played number 1, so they probably don't have to play.
Oh, fast. The Bulldogs.
I know Port has us too on the schedule at one point too, so they have us. I don't remember Port and Brisbane playing.
I don't know who can. Who you think is in the 8 that doesn't belong, or who you think is not in the 8 that could make it up? Cause it's congested as fuck.
Oh man, St Kilda ain't fucking make that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Freo's not gonna make it, bro. I think we looked at Freo's schedule. They have a tough ass schedule.
I say from 32 to 24. That shit. Y'all always got to win. Y'all got a chance.
We have to win 5 of our 7 games, bro. Cause we have Geelong this week, and we still have Port.
Gotta win the other ones for sure.
Collingwood was one of them, so we already got to beat them niggas. I think we got St Kilda. That'll be interesting, cause look, we beat Freo twice, and they still above us. Who is losing to Freo?
Freo got a tough ass rest of the season. Freo has played all the bottom teams.
I'm about to say though, we beat them twice and we still below them.
That shit crazy. Who else, man? Freo ain't gonna make the 8.
Check us out though. Check us out. So, if we beat St Kilda later on in the season, bro,
Yeah.
that means we would have beat all these niggas except Richmond. With one forward. Key forward.
That's crazy. I don't know, bro. I'm so worried about West Coast making this shit now. I'm glad we get a chill week against North to reset, bro.
Y'all got North this week.
Yeah. Bro, this North game came at the perfect time because we need a hard reset right now to just get our mind right.
Right. Assuming y'all lose, any of these teams, 9 through 11, that wins will be tied with you. Assuming you lose.
That shit clustered as fuck right now, bro.
It is, bro. I just hate that we gotta win one game to still be tied for 9th. I wish GWS would have really just lost to North. That would have been clutch.
Would have been.
That would have been clutch as shit because we would have been one game out to 8. And that would have meant Richmond would be in the 8 by percentage.
By percentage.
Because GWS would have 2 less points.
Yeah. I don't think Richmond deserved 8.
They don't deserve shit,
They
bro.
don't deserve that 8 spot.
Look at they on a 3-game losing streak, bro. They're on the longest losing streak in the league, ain't it?
Oh shit. Them niggas is on the longest loser streak.
They're on the longest losing streak in the league, bro.
Them niggas ass, bro. Keep that shit up.
Collie Wobbles, what you got, bro?
Oh my god.
Wait, we don't need them to have no confidence, then they need to. Nah, hell no, we going for Collingwood. Fuck that.
Got to, bro.
Got to, ain't it?
Yeah, here because Richmond is a team I'm worried about taking our spot out the 8.
That's who you most worried about?
Yeah, if anybody looking at it now, I can see West Coast falling out. I can see us falling out, and I can see. I don't want to see Richmond making it, but it's definitely possible. Especially if Dusty kicks in his finals mode or whatever the fuck y'all be talking about.
I'll tell you what, if St Kilda could score, bro, they'll be there. They could be there, bro.
St Kilda could definitely be there. If you're right, because their defensive pressure is A1,
Look at
bro.
that next game. Never mind. I'm happy as fuck.
You just be
Oh, never mind. I forgot who we played. I forgot who we played.
Yeah. I always get that touch. Yeah, bro. Yeah, shit can go either way, bro. This season definitely isn't over.
I fuck with it. I fuck with this being our first season.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think this shit is already hard to predict, bro. I don't think anybody came in with the ladder looking like this. From all the ladder predictions.
From what I'm getting is, this shit that we're doing this season is not going to help us next season.
Hell no. Hell. Bro, remember everybody was saying Sydney was going to be at the bottom of this shit? Everybody was saying Sydney's 17,
Everybody
16.
said Sydney was going to balance it back out.
She was saying GWS was ass.
Sydney
I think
was top fucking 4 one day at one point. It was like top 3.
Sydney was top 2 till
Like 5 or some shit? Something around there?
yeah, to 5 or 6 or shit. Because they had their first loss against some shitty teams. I think they lost to Gold Coast and then GWS.
Go ahead. I was about to say I don't want to talk shit. I was like, how do niggas lose to the ass teams? We handle business with the ass teams. We lost to one ass team.
I don't know, bro. I don't even know.
We just lose to these niggas. God. Hold on. Damn, nigga, I forgot we ain't never beat nobody in 8 yet, but damn. Everybody in 8 we played except Geelong. We're literally like an 8.5 team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe 9, considering we lost to Richmond, bro. If we play Richmond now, it'd be a whole different story, bro. It would be a whole different story.
I think y'all played a lot of teams again. It would be different. So. Y'all definitely had to come up this season. My team started off high and we've been falling off. Let's go ahead and end this video, bruh. Appreciate y'all, bruh.
Appreciate y'all, man. You know, we footy players now.
Hell yeah. Shit, matter of fact, we playing Saturday, 2 days, bro. In Atlanta. I don't know what team you gonna play for. I don't know if Atlanta want to pick us up.
All I know is they better be blessed. They blessed if they want us. Matter of fact, if we on their team, yes, Lord, they blessed.
But we definitely gotta win whatever team we on. Just so we can say, bro, if you pick us up, you get a trophy, bro.
You get a fucking trophy, bro. You sleep, bro. I'm running, boy. This thing need to. Damn, shit, they need to go for a run.
Don't need to drop, bro. Just a little. Not that one, just a little, you know what I'm saying? And a hood, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. But hell yeah, guys. Goddamn, catch us on the next one.
I don't know what the fuck that was, babe.
Yeah.
Carlton Blues.
Yeah.
What the fuck going on? Yes, Lord. Hey, Geelong, we will be our last next week. Know that. Yes, Lord.
West Coast Eagles all day, every day. Yeah.